Well, hello everyone, and today I am going to be going through all of my inks and pens. So I am filming this at night, so I'm not quite sure how the lighting's going to go. Let me just see if I can get a little bit better lighting. Maybe if we pop that over there, that might help a little bit. Right, so one big, well, it's a big drawer full, so I'm going to get the pens out first. There we go. Let's get all these pens out. And then, yeah, we can kind of see that there, can't we? Yep. I'll hold them up anyway. So let's get these inks out. We will pop that there. So we've got some inks here. And we've got something to clean your ink pens out with. So we will see how we go. So first of all, yeah, we can kind of see. I'm just going to bring this down a little bit, because what I want to show you is some of the inks that I've already swatched into. This is the Ferris wheel press. It just says fountain pen ink, the colour spectrum, and it's you can see a blank one there. You can like fill in the ink into the ink bottle, and I've also tested mine to see if they are waterproof or not. So I'm going to bring up some of the ones that I have got. So first of all, this is Diamine Blue Peppermint. So that's that one, and I will show you that up close, but it's not waterproof. You can see where I have been able to smudge it. So Diamine Blue Peppermint. Then we have got Lady Rose. Okay, so this is a Ferris wheel press colour called Lady Rose, and that's what the bottle looks like. This one is waterproof, so I tried smudging that and it's pretty much waterproof. Then I have got, these are Rohrer and Klingner fountain pen ink. This one is called Carmen, and you can see from the bottle it's a lovely orangey yellow colour. This is what it looks like on paper, and it is waterproof. So Rohrer and Klingner Carmen. I've got quite a lot of the Rohrer and Klingner because they do seem to be waterproof. This is called Taya. Let's see if I can find that one. Here we go. So this is called Sketch Ink, and you can see the name Taya there. and it does say that it is for fountain pens, rollable pens and brushes, so you can use it as with a paintbrush, and it is waterproof. So that's what Rohrer and Klingner's Teja looks like, and it is waterproof. Next up, we have got Rohrer and Klingner's Emma. So there you go. I quite like the little pictures on the front of each of these. So Emma is a beautiful green colour, and again obviously is waterproof. Next we have got Jewel. Is this one Jewel? Yes. So here's Jewel. There she is. I think the sketches are just wonderful. Yet again, Rohrer and Klingner. I hope I'm saying that correctly. There we have the colour for Jewel. Waterproof again. And I think this is our final Rohrer and Klingner, called Marlene. So here is Marlene. There you go. Gorgeous blue colour. Yet again, waterproof. So if that's important to you, knowing whether they're waterproof or not. Next, no, not that one. This is the Ferris wheel press, and it's called Edwards Gardens, or Jardin Turquoise Garden. And this is a gorgeous colour, but unfortunately it is not waterproof. So not one that I would use when it comes to paintings, unless I wanted it to bleed, I suppose. Then we have, whose is this? Van Diemen's, and it's called Night. So, or Moonlit Lake, Shimmering Ink. You can just about see Van Diemen's at the top there. This is a glorious colour as well, but as you can see, yet again, not waterproof, as I found. What else have we got? Is that this one? No, oh, here it is. We have got, I don't quite know why I kept the box. This is Winsor & Newton, and this is called Crimson, number 958. And you can see that's fairly waterproof. So that's a Winsor & Newton. Beautiful crimson colour. And then I have some here that I haven't actually done yet, so we're going to do those. I've got a couple of Winsor & Newtons, a white and a silver, and then this came with a particular pen, the Feather Pen ink. I will show you the Feather Pen in a moment, but let's get that down, and we will, whoops, we will swatch the ones that I haven't swatched yet. Let me get some water. And a brush. So here we go, we've got a little bit of water. I've got a funny light going on now, haven't I? Let's just move that a bit. see how we go. So let's do the feather pen ink first, and we will see what that comes out like. I'm just going to grab a tissue to take this off with, otherwise I'm probably going to get my hands covered. There we go. So let's just this is a black ink. Whether it's going to be waterproof or not is another thing. Right, let me just put the stopper back on that one. There. I'm bound to get covered in ink, but I'm going to try not to. We'll see. So I'm just going to let that dry a bit. I'm just going to spin it round. And then we're going to, let's shake this a bit. So this is the Winsor & Newton Silver. Oh, I say. Ooh. Now that does look rather nice. Oh, it looks like molten metal. Oh. I'll write on them in a minute. I'm just gonna see if I can get this last one in, which is the Winsor & Newton White. Oh, lid's tough on this one. No, I've got it. Okay. Now let's give you a go. See how opaque you are if we go over some of these. Oh, not bad. Let's move that out of the way. Right. So I'm just going to spin, spin, spin. So this was the feather pen ink. Where are we? Oh, you can't see that. Hold on a tick. So feather pen ink. This one is Winsor & Newton Silver, and I've kind of smudged that one. Winsor & Newton White. Okay, now I'm just gonna need to let them dry in order for me to see which or any of those extra three are waterproof or not. And while they're drying, I am going to share with you. So this is, oh, and it might need to come back up again now. Let's just get that sorted. So this is the feather pen with its nib. And what I'm going to do, I've pulled some paper out here and punched it onto a little round clip, I suppose you'd call it. And for this, I'm just going to dip the pens so that I can just have a record of what is what. What one shall we use? Shall we use the Tear? So I just want to show you this feather pen is like, because you can, much that it's got like a Fude nib, so you can use it. Hopefully you can see that kind of bent nib on it. But yes, that is the, let's just wipe that. That is my feather pen. So let's make a note. Feather pen. Okay. And we'll just let that dry a bit. And then I have two of these where you push you can push different nibs into them. And I have a few, well, another nib in there. No, I think I've got some more here. And some more nibs in there. So I don't quite know what to call these. Wooden, let's call these my wooden wooden fountain pens. Oh, now that one, oh no, you can get it, you can go very dark. Wow, that is quite interesting for that one. So I'm going to call that my brown wood. Fountain pen. And then this one we'll call the light wood. And we'll see. These are so good for just making marks on the paper, and where you don't want to be too precious with what it is that you're doing, you want it to have a arty, painterly kind of look. We'll call that the light wood fountain pen. Okay, before we go into the tins, what have we got here? This is a Lamy. Okay, I have no idea what colour ink it's got in it. And I really should keep a good note, shouldn't I? Or maybe it doesn't have any ink in it. Oh, it looks like I was using the blue, the Marlene in this one, but it looks like I've run out. So let us, can't remember how to do this one. Is it a plunge or a, this is the thing when you haven't used them for such a long while. Oh, you have to turn it, okay. So let's dip you in and pull you. Oh no, nothing's, have I not gone in deep enough? Okay. Nope, nothing's coming out of there, and it might be that I need to clean that one. So let's put that one to one side for cleaning. And these were a whole set. I think they were a set of 6 off of Amazon. So I know that this one, oops, however it comes off, unscrews. So this has got carbon, I can show you. It's got this in it, basically. So it's kind of like your carbon black. And this, oh look at that, is a brush pen. Wow. So that is still working really nicely. I don't quite know, I'll just put that as clear brush pen. Yep, I'm doing okay. Alright, and we will pop that back in there. These are all empty, so they are a mixture of fountain pens and brush pens. So I won't do anything with these, but this one is the fountain pen. So let's have a look at this. And see whether you're still working. Oh, yep, here we go. So not much variation. But when you think there were a set of 6 with 3 fountain pens and 3 brush pens that you can fill up with ink. In fact, if I show you an empty one, let's just put clear fountain pen. Let's just find, here we go, here's an empty one. They screw. And basically you can see you've got a plunger there going down, and then you screw the other way and it fills up with the ink that you want, and then the lid screws back on. I think actually they're pretty good, and I'm quite amazed that they're both still working, because I haven't really used my inks very much at all for a long while. In fact, for my, I've got this Lamy isn't working. I think I need to clean that out in a moment, so I'll show how we do that. But this gold Lamy, I've actually put ink in cartridges. So I suppose I could just write gold Lamy with black cartridge, because I need to keep a track of what colours I've got where, basically. But I have got some pretty coloured inks for that. Right, let's see what else we've got here. Has this one even been used? So this is a Kaweco. Not quite sure how you pronounce it. Comes in a lovely tin that unscrews as well. And oh, that one's got a cartridge in. Okay. Let's move you around. That one doesn't seem to be, mind you, that cartridge might, oh, that cartridge has run out, that's why. Well, looks like I've got a converter here, so we will leave that one for the minute and we will use the converter and fill that one up. So let's just keep going with the ones that are working. So this is another Kaweco. This is a green one. So let's just change that. Is that one working? No. You can see how long I've been. That one has run out of ink. Oh, it looks, what does it look like I've been using in there? Jewel, I think. That one looks like it's quite nice and easy to just refill right now. So this is more of a plunge and pull up. There we go. That's now got ink in it. Let's just put you back on. Oh, there we go. No, we don't want to say yellow, do we? We want to say green. Kaweco pen with jewel ink. And then I will know what ink is in that one. So that's rather nice that only just needed filling up. Then we've got this aqua one. So you can see I've got quite a lot of these Kaweco. I'm not sure what colour that was. Does that look like a blue of some kind? I did have some little bits of paper that had got some of them written on. Let me have a little look. Ah, Emma is in the pale blue. Okay, so let's find Emma. Emma, where are you? Here you are. Because this just looks like it needs filling up. So as I said, with these you just push it down, and then to fill it up with ink you just put it back up again. There we go. Right, so this is the, there we go, Aqua Kaweco with Emma ink. That's rather a gorgeous green, isn't it, to write with? I do quite like that. No, that's not the lid, that's the lid. Okay, so that's that one refilled. So they're both refilled now, so we're doing fine on those. Okay, we can do those two next. So let's do more of these. Right, this is a royal blue coloured. You can see rather than, oh, there we go. Marlene ink, I wrote down, is in this one. Right, which is Marlene? There we go, Marlene. Right. It does look as though there is some in there, but we'll refill. Okay, let's turn over. So this is the, we'll call it the navy. Kaweco with Marlene ink. Okay, I will bring all these up in a minute. So what do we have in the orange one then? Altea is in this orange one. Let's get that light coming back on. Okay, so let's refill this orange one. Oh, that didn't fill up, did it? That's better. We'll turn it over. So this is the orange. Oops. This is watercolour paper, so it might not be the best for just writing on, but with Taya ink. Taya's kind of a greyish, I'd call it a greyish colour. There we go, that's that one. So they've now both been refilled and they don't need cleaning or anything. Let's move on. See what we've got next. Ah yes, so this is, let's just move you out of the way. This is a glass pen. Where are we? There. And you can see the etching on the end there. It is so pretty, look at that. And it even comes with its own little rest for you to rest it on. So with this you can just use any ink. Let's have a go with this one. And I can show you so this you just use like a dip pen. There's no variation in thickness, but it is actually, this is my glass pen. There we go. I might just grab a wipe, I think, for this one, just to clean that off. Dip it in my water, that might help. There we go. So yeah, you can just easily wash that off, and it does come in a rather nice little case here where you can keep. It did come with some ink, but I used all the ink. So the ink that I've just used there was the Edwards Garden Jardin Turquoise by Ferris Wheel. But yes, it's pretty. The good thing about this is that you can, you really can just use any ink, wash it and go. You haven't got to keep cleaning it out. But of course that's no good if you're out and about, really. It's one to use at home. So there we have that one. What else have we got here? They're not really these. Let me just see what this is. What's this called? I have no idea what this is even called. Does it have? Oh, you can put these carbon ink cartridges in. There is a little bit still in there. Oh, it's coming through. So it's like a bit like a brush pen. We'll call it brown brush pen because I have no idea what that is. And then these two are the same. And they must have come, I think, in this modern calligraphy kit. So that's quite a... We can go thick and thin. And then on the end we've got a much smaller one. I'll just call that modern calligraphy because I don't even know where I got that from. How do you spell calligraphy, she says. There. So that's what's in that tin that I really haven't had out for a long while either. Doing all my clearing out now, aren't I? Okay. Let's just pop some more of these back. What have we got left? This one. What is in... Ah! Okay. That just pulls off. So is this a... I have a fit... Oh, hold on. Here we go. This is a Karwecki, but it's not the little one that folds up really, really small. Okay. Let's see if we've got anything in this one. Oh, well, looks like there might be something in there. But nothing's working. What did I write? Carmen. Carmen, where are you, Carmen? Okay. Let's see if we can get some Carmen in here then. Oh dear, look at the state of me. This is one of the difficulties with, oh, this is a, you have to turn it one. And there we go. I think that's the thing with fountain pens. You know, if you don't use cartridges, then you do get rather messy. Which is probably why I don't get them out very often, if I think about it. Right, let's just try and give that a bit of a wipe down. And we got something. Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't think it did have Carmen in it. Right, we now have a mixture of colours. Oh, it's like an olive green. Because I've ended up mixing. But do you know what? I don't mind that. So this is the, we'll call this salmon pink Kaweco. Oh, there we go. Doesn't seem to like this paper that much, this one. Okay, that one can go in there. And now we've just got the ones that need sorting, haven't we? So at least now I've got quite a good record. Look at this. We're going to need something good to get that off with, aren't we? So let's just have a look. We've got this one because this has run out. So let's just take that off. Now what, maybe I'll put the Carmen in that one because it kind of got muddied up, didn't it, in the other one? So let's get one of these converters out. There we go. And we can push that in. And let's try again at getting Carmen in. Okay. Oh, of course, because it had blue in before. Does anyone else make this mistake? Because it had blue cartridge in it before, this one is now a mixture as well. So this is the yellow Kaweco. Well, it's not too bad a colour. I'm not going to worry too much. But you can see that, sadly, don't do what I've done. I've now contaminated my lovely orange ink there. Oh, probably if I shake it up, it won't have made too much of a difference. But yes, not a good idea, Michelle. Right, let's just see what we need to do with this one. What was it with this one? Okay, so that's got that in it. Right, how do we clean these? How do we use this then? Shall we read? Oh, that's not in English. Pour some pen cleaning solution in a cup or an empty bottle. Dip the neck of the pen in the solution and use the pump to fill it with liquid. Right, okay. And then you've got to leave it for 5 minutes and then rinse well with cold water. Oh, okay. Right. Bear with, I need to go and find something to put some of this in. Okay, so I have found a little pot. Not sure if it's going to be a big enough pot, but we will see. Let's pour some of this in here. And I guess you're supposed to leave that on. Okay. So then what do? We need to pull that up and pull it down. And I guess then if you used some water, if we get some clean water, so I've pulled the solution in and out a few times. Now, whoa, look at that. Well, that looks very pretty, doesn't it? So I probably need to, let's get another jar. And let's just do it again. Right, this time there's no blue coming out. Oh no, tell a lie, there is still some blue coming out. Well, I guess that's okay. I mean, it will have cleaned it, but I guess as long as I use blue ink in there, it's going to be okay. And hopefully that should have cleaned that out, because it was, let me just, don't really want that going everywhere. Let's move you out of the way. So, what ink shall we put in there? Shall we put this one? Because it needs a blue one in it. Oh, no, because I can't get that lid off. Let's put some of this blue peppermint in there. Right. There we go. We've got blue peppermint in there now. So, kind of goes with the colour of the pen, doesn't it, anyway, if we think about it. So, let's see if this now works, because it wasn't working because it got all clogged up. So this is the, ooh, here we go. Lamy blue pen with blue peppermint ink, which is very pretty. This is not waterproof though, so you know, I would only be using, is that going to go back on? What's happened there? Is that not supposed to be on there? There we go. That's better. So I will just use this for writing with. I won't use it in my artwork because I want really to use things that are waterproof. Let's just move some of those out of the way. So at least now I have got a little record of my pens and what ink is in them, which is rather nice. Together with, oh, let's just check now to see if any of these are waterproof. So ooh, that would be a no. So the Feather Ink pen, where was it? This one is definitely not waterproof. So let's put on there not waterproof. I mean, sometimes we want not waterproof, don't we? Because we want to be able to smudge it and things. Let's see how we go with... No, that's not waterproof either. So that is the Winsor & Newton Silver. That is definitely not waterproof. That's smudged. So I'm guessing that probably... No, that's just all re-wet again. So let's write on here, not waterproof. Okay, so I just think that this, which you can buy from Ferris Wheel Press, by the way, their website, it's a nice way to keep track of all of the inks that you have. But then, of course, if you've got lots of pens, you need to try and remember what colour ink you've already got in which pen. So, oh, bless me. So I think that is quite a useful exercise to do. I think my favourite, really, for when I'm in the studio is this glass pen, because I can just swap from one colour to the next and there's no fiddling about with this Netvoyant Pour Stylo. So it's Netvoyant means wash for pen, so it's pen wash, basically fountain pen wash. And I think I might have just got that from either Amazon or Jackson's, which is good for if your pen clogs up and you need to clean it out and clean the nib out. You know, that is not a bad idea to have some. Right, let's pop all of those, or some of those, back. I think what I will do next is use this page in my sketchbook here, and I'm just going to use my paintbrush, basically, and use a few of these colours. So I think maybe I will use let's use the green, and we'll use a bit of the blue. I mean, I've come to the conclusion that I really just prefer these Rohrer and Klingner, where are we? Rohrer and Klingner sketch inks, because they are waterproof and they do come in some very nice colours. So green, blue, red, yeah, perhaps we'll stick with those for the minute, and we'll see. That's just 3 colours, isn't it? We haven't red, blue. Maybe we should really have the orange, because then we've almost got like a colour wheel. Not a colour, 3 basic colours, haven't we? So I'm just going to pop the rest of these away, so that I've got a bit more room on my desk. And we can just about see that. Let's just see if I can get a bit more light on there. So let's undo these. And we're just going to be doing something abstract, really. So I'm just using these like paint, basically. And although these are waterproof, you have got some time to kind of, what would you call it, fiddle, play, before they become waterproof. Okay, and then we want a bit of this one. At the bottom. And I mean, I'm not painting anything in particular here. But I think you can see how we don't have to restrict ourselves to using inks in our pens. We can, if we want to, use them just like paint. Get a bit more texture on there. There we go. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I'm sure nobody knows. But just to show you that you can play with your inks and splat and add water and get them to merge and mingle and do all sorts of things. So yes, you can see glorious patterns and textures, and so yes, you can also play with your inks in a very different way. Anyway, I hope that that has been interesting for you. The reason I have so many ink pens or fountain pens is because I don't really like changing the inks in them. I would rather have a pen for each colour, and that way we don't end up like this. Okay, this was a video on some of the inks that I've got. Was something that's one of my subscribers wanted to see. I know that someone else wanted to see me using my travel kit out and about. It's just been a little bit too cold at the moment, but I haven't forgotten. Alright, take care everyone, look after yourselves, please remember to subscribe, and see you again soon.